I'm Habil Iqbal. I'm a lawyer and I work in Kashmir. Many rumors were going on that the government are going to change Jammu and Kashmir. What the politicians were saying made it clear that something sinister is in the offing.
Kashmir is one of India's most sensitive areas, marred by years of terrorism and part of a bitter conflict with neighboring Pakistan. For some 70 years, special rules had allowed Kashmiris to run their own affairs. But this was unacceptable to the party in power.
The BJP's manifestos, right from the 90s or even earlier, had certain particular demands which were there. One was the rescinding of Article 370, which gives special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
We regard the whole of Kashmir as a part of India. So we said, why should we have this Article 370 to keep Kashmir differently?
9 weeks after Mr. Modi's swearing in, troops were sent into Kashmir.
The government approved sending in 10,000 additional paramilitary troops to Jammu and Kashmir.
The centre is now rushing about 25,000 more paramilitary personnel to the valley. Now, this is all for a massive security drive to counter terrorism and bolster the security preparedness.
Major politicians in the region were placed under house arrest. Internet and phone services are completely cut off.
Strict curfew was put throughout Kashmir. There was a complete communication blackout. Completely, we were cut off from the outside world. The fear and anxiety was creeping up.
On the 5th of August, Mr. Modi's government scrapped the arrangement that gave Kashmir autonomy and took direct control.
India's government has made a significant move to take direct control of the state of Kashmir. Opposition parties have called this one of the darkest days for Indian democracy.
Now, you can say that Jammu and Kashmir is ruled from New Delhi. And a new policy of Indianization is taking place.
3 days later, Mr. Modi addressed the nation.
एक परिवार के तौर पर आपने, हमने, पूरे देश ने एक ऐतिहासिक फैसला लिया है। पूरा विश्वास है कि जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता अलगाववाद को परास्त करके नई आशाओं के साथ, नई ऊर्जा के साथ, नए सपनों के साथ आगे बढ़ेगी।
It was a hugely popular decision within the country. It may have been contested and there might have been other issues which vis-a-vis relations with Pakistan. But within the country, it was hugely popular.
But in Kashmir, the reaction was stark.
In spite of a curfew, hundreds of protesters clashed with police after Friday prayers.
The government knew that there will be huge protests. The response of the state has been the same whenever any protest takes place, to suppress and to silence the protesters. People were arbitrarily detained. They were arresting people left, right, and center. It was like a horror show.
Nearly 4,000 people were detained in the first month alone. Habil says he began to hear claims of beatings and torture at the hands of the authorities.
People had been taken in the dead of the night and they were subjected to extreme physical torture. One guy I met, torture was being done on him, and at the same time, a public address system was kept near him so that the entire village could hear him cry. It was the tactic to intimidate the entire population. They don't want the world to see what is happening in Kashmir.
The Indian Army has vigorously denied claims of torture. But the UN's most senior human rights expert spoke out.
I am deeply concerned about the impact of recent actions by the government of India on the human rights of Kashmiris, including restrictions on internet communication and peaceful assembly, and the detention of local political leaders and activists.
Kashmir is very important for Mr. Modi to harness the Hindu vote in other parts of the country, showing that the Kashmiri Muslim citizens are being controlled, are being checked, are being shown their place is very important for Mr. Modi's political sustenance.
After almost 70 years of this being in a limbo, Jammu and Kashmir is back to where it should be. It's a fully integrated part of the Indian Union.
There is a growing set of concerns over a wave of killings targeting Hindus in India and administered Kashmir.
In the years that followed, there were incidents of anti-Hindu violence.
The Indian government denies that there's an atmosphere of fear in Kashmir. It says its policies are bringing peace and development.